Alright, so I'm going to do a quick room tour here of what actually turned out to be a suite here at the Magnolia Hotel in downtown Dallas. I'm here for a conference that's being held next door at the Adolphus, which my understanding is that's Dallas's most well-known hotel, and it's a little bit more classical. The Magnolia is a fairly modern hotel, just in terms of the way the rooms are ornamented and whatnot. Now, I asked for a room that was basically just a single room with a double bed, and they came up with this corner suite, which is actually quite nice. Now, I'm standing right on the other side of the front door, and I have what I think is, I have every light in the entire unit turned on. So, and this is late afternoon, this is not nighttime. So you can see that there's something missing here in the foyer, and that's light. That said, it's a pretty nice foyer if you're okay living in the dark. I guess there's this closet here right when you come in on the right, and since it's so dark you really can't see into it, but it's just a standard closet. It's not a walk-in. There's the ironing board, a few hangers. It's got a sliding door. So you come in, you're confronted with two options. Well, really four options, but right ahead of you are two doors. One goes into the kitchenette and one into the bathroom. I will start, I guess, here actually going to the far right, which is one corner, which is the main living room, and it's nice. I guess this door, I guess that just connects to the adjoining room. If you, I guess, got an adjoining room, I don't know why you would need that since this is a suite anyway, but I suppose you could. There's some relatively abstract art here, and then some very modern photographs of Dallas's modern architecture taken from very interesting angles, black and white. Now, the living room is fairly bright thanks to having windows on two walls, but other than that there aren't a lot of lights in it, so it's not too bright at night. Very high ceilings here. I would estimate, well, based on my height, I think we're looking at more than 9, maybe 10-foot ceilings. Generally fairly standard. There's a little dining room area over here. That's probably the weirdest part of the room. It's kind of tucked in the corner. The rest of it, TV, loves chair and sofa. I'm always a little bit critical when hotel rooms set up the TV so that it's not facing, or set up the sofa and TV arrangements so that the sofas are not facing the TV. Here it's actually pretty good. The one chair is not really looking at it, but overall, pretty nice setup. You can also, I guess, watch the news or whatever while you're getting dressed or doing whatever you need to do at the desk in the morning. The desk has the room service menu and whatnot. Just the wine list. They do room service in the evening. I guess they do breakfast too. Look at this breakfast, but it's not bad looking. Let's see, what else? Not a whole lot else to say about this room. Fairly standard living area. It is quite spacious for a hotel, which is a signature of hotels here in Texas. It's actually quite nice. Dallas has a reputation for not being, the most exciting city. I've actually found it to be all right, but at least it is very, very spacious. And across the street, which they have these shades, but there's a nice little park there, and then you're surrounded by high-rises in downtown Dallas. And actually, we look on the other wall, right across the street, down Commerce Street, which you can see there's a lot of traffic since it's rush hour, at the Magnolia Hotel, which is next door across the street. And that's about it for the living room. Now, the kitchenette here it's alright. There's nothing too remarkable about it. There are a few assorted odds and ends as far as dishes are concerned. It's a little bit of a random assortment, but you have the sink, which I haven't used too much. Toaster. I guess that's a coffee maker. Makes a single cup at a time. Well, not the best if you're in a hurry, but you have multiple people. But I guess it's nice to give you a dishwasher, toaster, coffee maker, the sink. It came with paper towels, which is always nice. I always dislike when I go to a hotel and, unlike at home, you realize you don't have all those kinds of conveniences. You may have silverware and plates and everything, but if they're not giving you actually napkins, then it can be a little bit tough if you're trying to cook for yourself. This is a really outdated oven and stove setup here, which is a little bit out of character for an otherwise modern hotel. I guess this is Formica of some kind. Looks nice. It's as long as you don't look at it too closely, it's not too bad. Generally, the kitchen is more outdated than the rest of the room, but I guess that's because kitchen appliances are a little bit more expensive. Microwave, refrigerator, also a fairly old refrigerator. I guess that's also a coffee maker. Not sure what is going on there. Well, you got a lot of stuff here in the kitchen, and it, unlike the rest of the room, is fairly bright. The flooring clearly out of date. Not really keeping up with the theme of being pretty modern. Whole unit, I mean, it is a nice modern setup, but it is definitely, I think, as a whole, showing its age a little bit, which is always a risk when you design a hotel to be modern. That after a few years, if you don't start replacing things, it's not all that modern. Having leather sofa, that's nice. Feels a little bit, whether or not it actually is, it feels a little bit cleaner than having a cloth sofa. Carpets seem nice. Carpets actually seem pretty new. Perhaps newer than the rest of the room, although there's a little bit of dust in places you really, don't necessarily want to see a lot of dust. But that's okay. I hope otherwise the room's clean. The bathroom, similar style of the kitchen. You get your sink. It comes with the whole slew of standard hotel shampoo and such, hair dryer, sink, tissues, garbage can. Toilet is back here in this little dark alcove. It's fine. Setup of the bathroom is actually pretty nice. One thing that is not set up too well is that they have these towels, which I've used a couple, but they have these towels which they hang pretty precariously here right over the toilet. So if you don't have the seat all the way down and you're a little bit careless with your towels, I can imagine there could be some issues there. Some art. That logo is actually the logo of the coffee shop that is part of the hotel, which is a little bit odd. It's I guess a nice little piece of art, but maybe just to remind you that if you're going to buy some coffee, you should buy it here. Not a lot of Starbucks in Dallas, actually, so you're going to find coffee shops like that. Shower is very spacious. Shower curtain is very nice. Now, this is the issue in the shower. The shower tub is actually not great, and they don't give you a shower mat. So, if you didn't bring flip-flops, I guess you're kind of risking it here. I'm hoping this is just a paint issue and it's not actually anything growing down there, but for a nice hotel, I would have expected a little bit better in the shower. Nice shower head, although it doesn't flow that well. Lighting, kind of creative here for shower. Recessed. So overall, the bathroom's all right. It's nothing special, but it's spacious and it's nicely laid out. So the only room left is the bedroom, which is also actually really quite nice. And it's especially nice because I have a corner unit here. They give you this wall height mirror, which is always nice. Hotels don't give you that, and especially because they didn't give it to you in the bathroom here. It's nice to have it in the bedroom. Again, fairly modern, simple setup. You see you have multiple layers of shading options here, so the basic shades let you see some of the view, although they do darken the room. But then you also have these heavier shades if you want or need them. Big dresser here has some more bedding if you need it, and more closet space. So the unit's pretty good on closet space. TV, or windows with the view. I guess it comes with these waters. I don't know if they charge for these or not. Those are kind of nice, especially if they give them to you. Lamps that have electrical outlets. Those are nice. You actually get 4 electrical outlets here on the lamps on the nightstands, which is nice. A lot of hotels will give you that, but only on the desk. So it's nice you can actually have your phone or alarm clock or whatever you happen to use actually right there next to you while you sleep. And there's a plug there. Bed. I slept on it one night. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention, but it seemed very comfortable. It was the sheets were about the right temperature, and otherwise just not too soft, not too hard, not too firm. Very, very pleasant. Again, high ceilings. It gets the job done. It's a nice, spacious unit. General cleanliness and is fine. They have the maid service and everything like a normal hotel. They came quite early this morning. I hadn't even left yet. So generally, very spacious, very nice. Some of the kitchen appliances and whatnot could use some updating. They could probably dust a little bit more, but generally, very pleased with it. You can see this is the long view of the hallway. So for a basic kind of single unit, it's actually really, really nice. All right, I think that just about does it.